All right, I believe we are live here tonight. Give me one quick moment. We'll get the intro going here. Yeah, we are live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here tonight to another edition of NASCAR Heat 5 on the channel, and it is going to be a fun race here in this one today. Another full race live stream for you guys for the NASCAR Cup Series side of things. We are in depth in the playoffs right now. The second race of the round of 12 comes your way at Talladega Superspeedway for the Alabama 500. Ryan Blaney coming off a win at Las Vegas. He is the only driver of the 12 playoff drivers still remaining that has locked himself into the next round, which would be the round of 8. He's in search for more playoff points here tonight and at the Charlotte Roval if he can win the race or races or stages going forward as well. So that way those can carry over into the next round. So he's still got something to... It's my favorite broadcaster. Hey, thanks, King. But we still have something to fight for ourselves here tonight. It is going to be a fun race. This is probably one of the more highly anticipated races, knowing where it falls on the schedule. And, of course, it is Talladega, baby. So we are going to start this thing without further ado. No qualifying or practice entering today's race. So going to be starting at the back. Looks like Ryan Blaney will be rolling off the grid 38th. We have two drivers that will be going to the rear of the field back behind. But, hey, King... long time no see. Welcome. Regardless of the fact you are here right now, that's all that matters. Billy Kramer, welcome to the stream as well. We'll take you through the playoff scenarios as of right now as we stand. Never mind. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Well, I guess I forgot to... Yeah, never mind. We're not going to look at it. Did I seriously forget to update the standings? I think I forgot to update the standings. I forgot we raced at Vegas already, I guess. Alright, well, points will be updated after Talladega. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Maybe I started another document for whatever reason, but I don't think I would have done that. I can't believe I did that. I am very sorry. Wait. Dang it. Good thing I'm not on OBS right now. You guys be able to see what the heck I'm doing on my laptop. That's not the case. Yeah, I didn't do it at all. Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. I forgot to tally the points up after Vegas. Did I do that for all three series? Or did I only do that for the Cup Series? I could have swore I remembered calculating the points. That's not it. I could have swore I remember doing this. When did we do the Las Vegas Cup race? That was... I'm really testing my memory here. It was over the weekend. Was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday. Was the Cup race at Las Vegas on the channel. Did I seriously forget to update? I think I forgot to update the points 3 days ago when we last raced. I must have, because I don't have it on here. It's not updated. And I can tell it's not updated because everybody is like literally just ranked in the top. Yeah, the bubble drivers are all like within 20 points of one another still, so those are only the playoff points rolling off the grid. I doubt it's still like that. I think I forgot to... Yeah, I would have forgot to update it, because I would have said I advanced already on here if I would have updated it, and I didn't do that. Still shows us plus 61 right now. Well, okay. Sorry for the late start and to the actual race itself. Diamond Jeff, Ashton G, welcome to the stream as well. Saying 22 hours ago, Las Vegas. Christopher Jimenez, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm really sorry. So, again, for those of you that don't know, I've been having to do the points myself for all three series. on NASCAR Heat 5 due to the game crashing certain times after we get done with the race. So I go back through the live stream and I calculate the points myself. I've been doing it pretty much all season for all 3 series. I think the Truck Series is the only one I didn't have to do it until the playoffs. But every other series is accurate and up to date. Or I should say every series is accurate and up to date up to this point, except for the Cup Series after Vegas. I guess I forgot to tally the points after Vegas, so I'll have to make sure I do Vegas and Talladega after tonight's race. I'm really sorry for that. Jacob Westbrook, Ryan Berwick, welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody right in the very beginning of tonight's race. Glad to see all of you guys in the chat here today. Before we get started, hit the like button down below and subscribe if you haven't already for more daily NASCAR content. My day's been pretty good so far, outside of the fact I just realized I forgot to calculate the points for the Vegas Cup race. So I'll make sure we do that going forward. Chris Buescher will be starting at the rear. Ty Dillon will be on the pole, and Matt DiBenedetto also starting at the back. We do know Blaney is advanced into the next round. We're going to have to wait and see how this is going to play out tonight at Talladega. Green flag is in the air. Wild card race of the round of 12, first of which at least underway. 500 miles around the world's baddest racetrack. Look at that jump that Chris Buescher got up the middle there. Ryan Blaney did not take off on that initial start. I don't know what was going wrong with him. He's in danger of losing the pack now. You better be careful. We probably would have qualified at the back, to be completely honest anyway. I could never qualify good on the super speedways on NASCAR Heat for whatever reason. At least Heat 4 and Heat 5. I just can't do it. Chad Fincham's in danger of losing the pack right now as well. Ryan Blaney's trying to get to Fincham at least. It's some sort of drafting hell. Blaney just did not take off when he went from 3rd to 4th gear. And this is not good. He's already lost the draft. Meanwhile, Joey Logano, his teammate, is out in front and has led the first lap. Oh, they're bobbling 4 wide, nearly 5 wide going into 1 and 2. Towards the back of the pack. I think they kept it off one another. Barely. Ryan Blaney has lost the draft, but look at them bobbling for positions. Eric Jones got us stuck on the outside right now with nowhere to go. Even Chad Fincham is pulling away from Ryan Blaney. I don't use custom setups for the super speedways either, which obviously it's hurting because we've already lost the draft. As Logano has led the first 2 laps of the race, so a pretty slow start, at least for Blaney and company here tonight at Talladega. At least he's at the back, and if the big one happens, he'll be able to avoid it. Not expecting this kind of a start here tonight, that is for certain. XX Games XX, welcome to the stream. Got NASCAR Heat 5 for Christmas, congratulations. Hopefully you're having fun with it, assuming you've played it between now and since Christmas. Man, it is unbelievable how quickly Ryan Blaney not only lost the draft, but he is just falling so far back right now with 0 drafting help. It looks like Kevin Harvick has dropped to the back as well. He's lost the draft, as well as Chad Fincham. Harvick, another one of those playoff drivers, but unlike Blaney, Blaney's locked into the round of 8 with that win at Vegas. Harvick's got some work cut out for him here today. Mike Jones, welcome to the stream. Haven't missed much, just a couple laps in, and Ryan Blaney as well as Chad Fincham and Kevin Harvick have all lost the draft at the back of the pack. Joey Logano has led the first 4 laps of tonight's race. 60 laps in Stage 1, 60 laps in Stage 2, and the final stage of tonight's race will be 68. So pretty much all 3 stages equal in length for the most part. There will have to be at least 1 pit stop at each of these 3 stages as well, for at least fuel. likely going to see some maybe tire strategies going on with maybe fuel only every stage, and then at the stage breaks they take tires, and maybe right sides only. We'll just have to wait and see how that's going to pan out. It's really going to depend when they all pit, how the cautions fly here tonight. I know the Talladega playoff race in real life this last season, the Talladega record 13 cautions in that race, and we had a lot of them early on, including a caution on lap 1. We've already gone past that point, at least in today's race, without there being a caution. Ethan, welcome to the stream. Glad you guys are lively in the chat here tonight. When it's harder for me to keep up with it because of how many comments are going, that's a good thing. So thanks for everybody tuning in here early on tonight, especially middle of the week on a Tuesday. But you guys wanted to see some Talladega action, and it might be lacking some of that right now with where we're running on the board. But fan favorite Chase Elliott has just taken the lead into the tri-oval, and Chase Elliott is going to lead his first lap of the day. That is going to be the second lead change and the second different leader. And Ty Dillon, the pole sitter, now out in front, trying to lead his first lap of the race. I didn't get sent to the rear of the field. I just didn't qualify. But we just did not take off for whatever reason. Chris Buescher jumped into the middle 3 wide towards the back of the pack. Blaney got hung out to dry, and he just couldn't keep up with the pack. No drafting help behind him, and there's a lack of single car speed that you are seeing here for Blaney. Yeah, I definitely forgot to do the points for the Las Vegas race. Because everything isn't up. I can tell everything's not updated from after the first race, because I didn't even put in that I advanced. Unless it didn't save for some reason, but I could have swore I did it. So I guess I'll have to calculate the points for the Vegas race as well as Talladega, but that will be up to date and ready to go by the time we run the Roval in a couple days for the final race of the round of 12. But what I can assure you of is I do know, obviously, all the other playoff drivers, and if one of them can score a win tonight, they will be in the next round. Yeah, definitely going to have to pray for a caution early on. Kind of a boring start to things, for our sake at least. Brad Keselowski has just taken the race lead down onto the front stretch. It's about to be 4 different leaders at the line. Keselowski leads the lap. I should say 4 different leaders in the last 4 laps, not counting the fact Logano led the first 4. Already 5 different leaders in today's race have led a lap in the first 8 laps of the race. That's pretty impressive, but that is Talladega nonetheless. But even for Kevin Harvick and Chad Fincham, who have lost the draft right now, they are remarkably way ahead of where Blaney's running when Blaney's got no draft right now. And Harvick's actually got a little bit of drafting help. Christopher Bell has dropped to the back as well, another playoff driver. Maybe a couple guys trying to stay out of harm's way in case the big one comes out. Ryan Newman, another playoff driver as well, running 36. He drops to the back of the lead pack. I guess you can't blame those guys for wanting to do that, assuming it could be intentional. So we'll try to keep a close eye on how many lead changes there are throughout the course of the race now that the track map is available and that you guys could see it. Unlike before when I had my camera pinpointed down there and I was able to finally get it to change because I was using a different software. So, and actually streaming from my laptop too, that I was able to move the camera. Use a completely different camera too. Ugh. Paying attention to the chat a little too much. It's not like we can really gain any speed right now anyway. Ty Dillon led that last lap. That's his second lap led of the race early on. Again, he started on the pole, so you know he's got good single car speed. He can be tough to beat at the front of the field. Ty Dillon in that final season for Germain Racing. Remember, they shut down at the end of the 2020 season, or they did shut down at the end of the 2020 season. So I guess it's the final hoorah for the last 5 races of the season. Of course, he was able to get a stage win at the Roval. That was the highlight of the year for him. And he's actually got 3 career stage wins with Germain Racing just within the last 2 years alone. That's pretty impressive for that team, to say the least. On their way out, so we'll see. Ty Dillon maybe can pull off an upset here tonight, but man, oh man, 6 lead changes already in tonight's race. And again, only 11 laps complete at the line. I mean, Ryan Blaney is nearly a half a lap off the lead already. That is insane. Not quite, but getting pretty close to it. He's on pace to be a lap down if we stay green to lap 30. And the next closest driver to him is 9 seconds, almost 10 seconds ahead of Chad Fincham, who again is running by himself as well. Joshua Rumsey is well welcome back to the stream. I have no for sure pick for the Daytona 500 yet. Comparing our YouTube stats right now. Mike, I did see that we have been pretty much like neck and neck. I'm curious to wonder when you started your YouTube channel, because we kind of started things right at the beginning of last NASCAR season, so right about mid-February. It wasn't the official launch of the channel, but it was the official launch of what we do now. I mean, I did a couple full race live streams once a week, maybe twice a week up until that point, for a couple months prior to that. But once the season started, that's when we started doing daily videos and daily streams on the channel. But I really wanted to dedicate myself to the channel here. Caution's out for the first time today at lap 13. That's the caution Ryan Blaney needed. Ty Dillon still out in front, so still 6 lead changes. Dillon going to lead more laps under caution, and nobody will hit pit road under the yellow right now. They can't make it on fuel to the end of the stage if they were to pit now. Well, I guess Ryan Blaney's going to pit anyway. He's in last place. Nothing to lose there. They'll top off on fuel, get 4 fresh tires underneath that Ford Mustang as well. Wasn't considered. Yeah, exactly. That was kind of my deal before. Literally, the weekend of the Daytona 500 was when I started doing daily streams and daily races. Green flag back in the air. Ty Dillon will lead the field to the green. Blaney's going to try not to lose the draft this time. Now, he is on the inside line instead of the outside. All those other drivers as well that might have lost the draft, like Christopher Bell, Kevin Harvick, and Chad Fincham are right there again. Boy, Blaney's car just got loose getting up to speed, like the wheels just spun. The rear wheels, I should say, 3 wide down the back, but look at how many spots he was able to gain. A lot better restart than what he had the first time around as they jockey for position at the front. Chase Elliott just jumped out ahead of Ty Dillon. And now I believe it is Austin Dillon leading the field off of turn 4. Big push. Blaney got from, I believe it was Corey LaJoie in the 32. And Ryan Blaney goes from 39th to 26th on the opening lap of the restart. That's impressive. Logano out in front now. Dillon just led his first lap of the race, making it 7 different leaders. And 1 driver is out of the race already as well. An engine failure, I'd have to imagine. It didn't look like there was an accident at all, especially the big one. So likely a blown engine that brought out that first caution at lap 13. Elijah Ledette, welcome to the stream. And thanks everybody already too. 10 likes. So we were up to 15 people watching there a couple seconds ago. We are in the thick of the action for pretty much the first time in the early going of the Alabama 500 tonight at Talladega. Joey Gase to the front of the field. Unbelievable. 8 different leaders in the first 19 laps, and that's not counting the fact we had 3 caution laps. So of the 16 green flag laps we've actually ran, half of those have been different leaders. At the line, Timmy Hill tries to block Ryan Blaney 4 wide in turns 3 and 4. Slight bit of contact between the two drivers. Blaney just sneaks in there. Now Suarez in line behind him, getting a push for Matt Kenseth. Penske affiliated / Penske racing drivers 3 wide with one another right now. DiBenedetto, Logano, and Blaney. Now Blaney hops in line behind Joey Logano. Cap 24, welcome to the stream. Chase Elliott took the lead initially on the restart, didn't actually lead a lap in that transition, but he has quickly faded outside the top 10 now. How quickly he can come and go through the field. Austin Dillon, who led the first lap after the restart, quickly falling outside the top 5. Another new leader at the line. Can't tell exactly who it is right now. Looks like it's Tyler Reddick in the 8, if I'm not mistaken. So Reddick has led his first lap. Big push there from Suarez. Kurt Busch blocking Blaney, taking the push himself in a 3-car tango on the bottom. Looks like Kyle Busch is all over the back of the 42 of Kenseth as well. They follow each other to the inside behind Kurt Busch, Blaney, and Suarez. Top 3 have just sailed out in front of the field right now. Tyler Reddick has lost the lead after leading 1 lap there. I believe that's Josh Bilicki now out in front of the field. And it is. Look at the run Blaney's got. Massive run underneath Ryan Newman. I think Bilicki's going to be a sitting duck with the run that Blaney's got down the back. Blaney to his inside as he had a full head of steam and goes from about 7th all the way up to the inside of the race lead. And he's got it all by himself. And wow, look at the move by Newman. Up the middle, 3 wide. Between the 7 and the 12 car. He had a big head of steam. It looked like he was going to push Blaney inside. Or I should say on the inside line. Instead, he didn't. He went up the middle. That charge didn't last long. Blaney will lead his first lap of the race. 11 different leaders already. Unbelievable. Reddick was able to lead a lap. Bilicki was able to lead a lap. So 11 different leaders already in the race today. And we're only 23 laps in. We've had even more lead changes than that because we've had a couple guys lead various different times like Ty Dillon and I believe Keselowski as well did the same at the very beginning of the race. Newman on the outside, 3 wide for second. That 6th car, Newman looks strong because he came from the back on the restart as well. Newman leads his first lap of the race at the line. 12 different leaders. Suarez tried to give Blaney a shot. I mean, Newman and Blaney both restarted 36th and 39th on the restart, and they both get to the lead within 6 laps. That is insane. They didn't even follow one another either. It seemed like Newman ran the outside more often than not, and Blaney was running the inside. These two had a photo finish in the playoff race back in 2018 at Talladega. They looked strong early on. Maybe we could see more of the same today again. I believe Michael McDowell is the lone driver out of the race right now. I could be wrong on that. It looked like a yellow car. I didn't see it under the caution who blew an engine, but I believe it was Michael McDowell. So all 12 playoff drivers still on the racetrack. Daniel Suarez is going to push Blaney out in front now. Kyle Busch will follow on the inside line. Then it's Austin Dillon. And now Busch made a move all by himself there on Suarez. lot of Toyotas, or at least a couple of them, up towards the front. Big run by Kyle Busch. Blaney trying to control the lines. It'll be another lead change if he leads. Stand by. He led the last lap. Oh, look at the run Austin Dillon's got. And look at the blocks Blaney's making. They're 3 wide for second. Now it's Chase Elliott will try that middle lane. You can definitely tell how big of runs these Cup cars get on the super speedways nowadays, because we have seen so many lead changes. Austin Dillon in. Oh, and he is in the wall. Byron got in the wall. Contact with Austin Dillon. The third and fourth lane towards the top fades back as Chase Elliott, meanwhile, trying to take the lead on the outside away from Blaney. Suarez is pushing him. Here comes Newman up the middle. 3 wide, 4 wide for the lead. 4 wide for the lead through the tri-oval. Hamlin gave Suarez a shot. Suarez is going to lead his first lap of the race. They're still 4 wide for second. Blaney's loose on the bottom, getting pushed by Timmy Hill. What a strange occurrence that was, especially this early in the race. But these guys are going at it early on here at Dega. That is unbelievable. They were just 4 wide for the lead through the tri-oval. Oh, look at Blaney trying to side draft Daniel Suarez, and here comes Timmy Hill. Timmy wants to lead a lap. Oh, what a block by Suarez. Hill again, another push to the back of Blaney. Blaney gets to the inside of Suarez this time. Oh boy, they almost made contact. Timmy Hill still trying to push. Quinn Houff has reached himself into the top 5 now. Look at these guys up in the front of the field here. Timmy Hill's in the top 3. Suarez is in the top 3. Houff is in the top 5. And Josh Bilicki is there in 6th. Now working his way up to 5th on Eric Jones. All in line behind the guy who won the last race, Ryan Blaney. So Blaney trying to go back-to-back. Actually, he's trying to make it 4 in a row because he won the last 2 races of the round of 16 as well. Blaney barely able to block Quinn Houff going off into turn 1. And now we'll push on the outside. Eric Jones is going to shoot the 0-0 of Quinn Houff to the front. Houff trying to pull down and block the 12 of Blaney, but he couldn't do it as Timmy Hill gives him a shot now. So it looked like Quinn Houff was going to lead his first lap of the race. He got denied by the 12 and the 66 on the inside. Comes Austin Dillon. Quinn Houff, 3rd lane on the outside again. Had the run. He's still got Eric Jones behind him. Don't blink now. We're almost halfway through stage 1 already. This time by officially we'll be halfway through stage 1. Oh, and Dillon is there on the inside. He's got Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski behind him. Timmy Hill follows Blaney to the top. Trying to push him. Austin Dillon back to the front again. Just not quite enough room there. Dillon does lead the lap, but now it's Chase Elliott to the middle as he gets shuffled out of line by Keselowski. They're 3 wide for the lead. Blaney gonna push one of his best friends, Chase Elliott. Look at the push he gave Chase off of turn 2. Hamlin on the inside. He's going to hang out the 2 of Keselowski. They're 3 wide. Aggressive nature. And look at all the guys at the front of the field. All former winners at Talladega. Oh, man. Nearly 4 wide with the Penske cars. Keselowski in the sucker hole now. Blaney and Elliott were making that outside work there for a little bit. till the 22 and the 11 showed how strong their cars were on the inside. Oh, that got tight. BJ McLeod out of nowhere squeezing in the middle. Eric Jones now to push Blaney mid-pack on the top, and look at how quickly Blaney is sliding back through the field. He's going to hang out his best friend, Chase Elliott, now on the outside. Finds a hole on the inside right in front of William Byron. Good lane transition there. Yes, we are using the controller in tonight's race, by the way. Ooh, Alex Bowman almost hopped out of line. Oh boy! Blaney a little tight, a little contact with Keselowski. And now the three Penske cars are in a train. Well, they were. Blaney was going to drop into line there with Logano. And now he will. But Keselowski's stuck on the outside. Oh, Blaney did not hit the 7 square. And around goes Bilicki. And a big crash. Middle of the pack. Byron goes into the back of the 7 of Bilicki as Bilicki spins down the racetrack. It looked like he had it saved there for a moment and then still lost control down the back straightaway. We've got our second caution of the race. Blaney was trying to bump draft him past the 13 of Ty Dillon down the back straightaway, and Bilicki just could not handle the push. And that will be, again, the second caution of the race early on. 4 fresh tires, full tank of fuel coming, and no adjustments will be made on the 12 as Denny Hamlin is out in front. That could have been a lot bigger of a crash than what it was. I think William Byron was the only other driver that had damage. Byron was the first initial driver that hit Bilicki. Blaney saw Bilicki started going around. He jumped way down to the inside to try and miss him. Green flag back in the air. The weird thing is we tried pushing him down the back straightaway and he couldn't handle it. And I thought I hit him square, but some cars are looser than others, I guess. And Bilicki was actually able to save that car on the inside of the track. He had a little damage from William Byron, but that was it. And it didn't look like it was much because there really isn't anything damage-wise on both the 7 and the 24. Wow, Blaney really lost a lot of spots. Boy, what a push by Truex to the back of the 12. And here we go again with the aggressive racing up at the front of the field. And it starts with Denny Hamlin in the lead of all this mess. So Hamlin, oh boy! Nearly contact between Blaney and Jones in the center of the trial. Well, that's probably the worst area to make contact door to door if you're going to. So Hamlin able to lead a lap now. That's another driver to lead. 15 different leaders, and it's only stage 1. Oh boy! Blaney's starting to get really tight now as he washed up in the center of the trial. Well, nearly made contact with Jones. He did make contact with Timmy Hill off of turn 2. Some of it is he's pushing half at the same time Eric Jones is pushing him. I'm sure that has a little bit to do with how tight his car got there. Blaney wants to go high. Jones went up to follow, but the 00 really cut the momentum off the 12 of Blaney. Bowman leads his first lap of the race. 16 different leaders. Look at Blaney trying to get the outside to work. That was a big run. He got past 2 cars. Kurt Busch now trying to go up in the middle. Oh, Suarez was going to block. Couldn't do it. We have another caution. Something happened further back in the pack. Caution's out for the 3rd time today. As they were 3 wide for second, it looked like it was scored Suarez, Blaney, then Busch at the time of the yellow. I can't tell who that... I think it's Quinn Houff. I think the caution's on Quinn Houff. I think Houff has just blown an engine at the front of the field. McDowell is the only driver out of the race. I think... Yeah, so caution's out for the 3rd time today. It looks like Quinn Houff has blown an engine on the inside of the track. I didn't see it at first, but now under caution, he has heavy smoke rolling out of the back of that 00. And Houff's afternoon now is going to come to an end. So green flag back in the air. Look at that jump to the inside. 3 wide for Blaney initially there. Tries to squeeze past both Alex Bowman and Daniel Suarez, and he does from third to first. Great launch on the restart for Blaney. A lot better than that initial start, if you remember at the very beginning of the race. Even the last restart, he didn't take off very well either. It's amazing how quickly these guys just fan out. I mean, it's center of turns 1 and 2. They're already 3 and 4 wide back through the pack. Yeah, 3 cautions already in this race. 40 laps in. And again, 16 different leaders. 2 drivers out of the race, both non-playoff drivers. So as far as the championship standings go, that's not going to change much so far. Quinn Houff and Michael McDowell both had engine failures. The big one hasn't stricken yet, though we've been close with the second caution of the day after a spin from Josh Bilicki off of turn 2. Only William Byron was collected. And they are both still running with really not much damage. Truex trying to get the outside to work. Oh, he's got a huge run. Big block by Blaney. Oh, another block. Truex got blocked high, and then all of a sudden he tried to make a move up the middle. Blaney blocked that. Truex ran right into the back of the 12 car. The run carried on the outside, though, above Truex. And the 88 of Bowman is trying to push Blaney through there, as Josh Bilicki got a shove from Suarez, and Bilicki's back out in front. Hamlin maybe wanting to help his teammate Truex in the middle. Bowman was trying to push Blaney as well through 3 and 4, and Blaney could not handle that push. He was getting mad loose. But he did hang on to his race car and hung on to the inside. So 3 cautions already in the race, Jeff. And Blaney now going to push Martin Truex Jr. And Martin Truex Jr. is going to lead his first lap of the race this time by, unless Blaney can get around him before they get to the line. Truex is starting to block, just like Blaney blocked him. "17 laps to go in stage 1. Blaney gonna hang Truex out of line. Bowman to the back of the 12. Blaney's gonna switch. Well, that didn't happen. I'm aggressive with my blocks when I know I can be. Unless it's the last couple laps of the race, then it's probably those times where it's like I'm just basically trying to hang on at that point, try to win the race if I'm in position. But it might look very aggressive with the blocks, but I knew I could clear them, and I did, barely, but I know if I can or can't clear them. And if I see them at the last second, I try to get out of the way. If I know I can't clear them. I'm sure most drivers typically try to do. It's just so hard to block these runs. I mean, this is insane right now. They're 4 wide for second place. Oh no! Blaney with a bad block on Bowman. Back into the center of the pack. The big one at Talladega. They were 4 wide for second. Blaney was trying to hang on to the lead. And an instance of blocking gone absolutely wrong. Bowman goes around, spun back in front of the pack. Kenseth had some damage from it. There were about 3 or 4 cars that piled into the wall in the center of the corner. And already our 4th caution of stage 1. Looking like the 2020 Talladega playoff race. My goodness. It took a little bit for us to get our first one, but they are just compiling one after another right now. That was definitely my fault. I get all the blame on that one. The Bilicki accident, I hit him square down the straightaway. He just couldn't hang on to the push. I'm not going to really put that blame on me on that one. I mean, I made the initial contact, yes, but that was just a bad block. They were 4 wide, and Blaney was just trying to hang on for dear life. And we already have our first big one at Talladega here tonight. It didn't take long. It only took about a little less than 50 laps. Wow, look at... I think there's some cars with heavy damage, and that's why the pack got split apart right there. It looked like the top, 20 cars or so just took off, and the back 20 didn't. And I think there's some guys with heavy damage back there from that big accident that just could not take off on the restart. We'll see if they can run him back down here over the long haul. That's 2 on me. I'm not counting the Bilicki one against us because, again, I hit him clean, and I hit him down the middle of the straightaway, and he just couldn't hang on to the push. I was trying to help him. I wasn't trying to turn him. And it wasn't even an aggressive push either. That one, though, that was bad. Double yellow line. Oh, he forced Bowman below the double yellow line. Yeah, I guess so. Four wide. More cars are starting to lose this lead pack. They're getting racy once again, though. They're 3 wide, they're 4 wide again. Back to the center of the tri-oval, 3 wide for about 2nd place. Blaney's going to get split up the middle. He's going to hang in there with his teammate. Oh, boy. Blaney almost ended up in the side of the 17 car of Chris Buescher. Now Logano squeezes 4 wide as he moves his teammate out of the way. They're still 4 wide. Boyer bangs into Blaney again. Hang on to your steering wheel, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Still banging off one another. They made it. I don't know how, but they made it. Wow, Boyer got loose. He's still loose, trying to block Blaney. Denny Hamlin out in front, no surprise. It is a super speedway after all. These guys want their stage points desperately right now, especially those that are not locked into the next round. We only got 9 laps to do, and Truex just tried to squeeze into a hole that wasn't there between Kurt Busch and Blaney. That just moved the 12 car out of the way. Boyer goes way too high. Now they're 4 wide again. Still 4 wide, now 3 wide. Oh boy. Hang on to it. My goodness. We still got 8 to go in stage 1. I don't even know if they're going to make it back to the green-white checkered flag without another caution. Blaney found a hole in the bottom there in front of Newman and behind John Hunter Nemechek. Amazing how far apart that pack is split. Some of them might be sitting back there because they know the next big one is inevitable at this point. The way these guys are racing to the end of stage 1. And there are so many playoff drivers in the top 10 or right around it right now. Blaney, Truex, Byron, Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, Logano, Hamlin, all in the playoffs. Newman, and all in the top dozen. So massive points. Everyone's so vital, especially with the Charlotte Roval up next. I can already tell the way this race is shaped out. We're not going to know until that checkered flag waves who's going to win. Coming off of turn 4 on the final lap doesn't even mean anything at this point. Eric Jones currently at the front of the field. All 4 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas are in the top 10 right now. And there's another Toyota, the 96 of Suarez, that's also in the top 10. Impressive run for those guys, and one of them is leading again of Eric Jones. 6 to go, stage 1. That was Blaney's fastest lap that last time. He's still trying to push Kyle Busch. Buescher went high. Kyle went to follow him. Buescher back to the inside. Look at the run Blaney's got now. Oh! Reddick went up to block the 17 of Buescher. Blaney ducked and dived down to the inside to get around Buescher after he had to check up. I've lost sight of how many different drivers have led now. I was at 17 in the middle of us fading back and Hamlin taking the lead. I didn't see who all led. So we were at 17 different leaders in stage 1 at one point. That is insane. Jones still trying to block. It looks like he's got damage on his car from the big one, but he's still out in front. I don't know how much longer that damage is going to hold on. Yeah, he's got heavy damage. He definitely pancaked the wall in the middle of that accident. Here comes the run from Blaney and Buescher on the outside. Jones trying to block Blaney. Blaney gets underneath him. Boy, man, that 20 car is all sorts of banged up. Inside, outside, front, rear. I mean, that car is absolutely... That looks like his car from the Clash, but he's still leading. Meanwhile, it is Eric Almirola pushing Reddick. Now he pushes him out of the way to try to go for second himself. Truex to the back bumper of the 12 of Blaney again. We've got less than 4 to go in stage 1. And if the caution comes out now, the stage is over. So these guys have to try to make their move as soon as they can. You can't wait until the last lap in case that caution comes out. Blaney's simply only battling for a stage win to get the playoff points because of winning at Vegas. And there's the caution that we inevitably thought we'd see, and we got it. So they did not make it to the end of stage 1 there. I'm not sure who brought the caution out, but the caution will wave now for the 5th time today with 4 laps to go in the stage. Eric Jones will win stage 1. He was eliminated in the round of 16 in the playoffs, but he will get a stage win, maybe a shot to win his 2nd race of the year here tonight. Followed by Almirola, Blaney, McLeod, Reddick, the top 5. Then it is Truex, Buescher, Newman, Suarez, and Byron, the top 10. A wild stage 1 at Talladega filled with 5 cautions. Corey LaJoie blew an engine. That is the 3rd engine failure today, and that is the reason why the caution waved with 4 to go in the stage. Green flag back in the air, stage 2 now underway. Another great launch by Blaney. He jumps to the bottom. Remember, Jones's only win this season came in the Daytona 500 at the start of the year on a super speedway. 3x3. Blaney, oh wow! Blaney went to the lead himself from 3rd, but then Truex got underneath him after Blaney got to the front of the field, and Truex goes from 5th to 1st in less than a half a lap off the restart. Incredible. Now Truex tries to go high to block Blaney. Buescher to the inside. Blaney trying to push the 19 now. Too many cars on the bottom and not enough on the top. Chris Buescher out in front here at Talladega. Remember, he actually won stage 1 in the Dega playoff race as well, so he was one of the front runners early as he is here today. Oh, Truex got loose. Blaney saw it and he went low. Offline Mike, welcome to the stream. Oh, wow. A train of 3 cars all went high simultaneously, leaving the bottom open to Clint Boyer and Tyler Reddick. Boyer tries to go up and side draft the 3 cars on the top, who are Buescher, McLeod, and Eric Jones, if I'm not mistaken. Blaney trying to get a run to the back of those 3. Nemechek pulls up in front of Blaney. They crisscross lanes. Now Blaney's to the inside with a huge head of steam. 208 miles an hour going off into turn 1. He goes up the middle 3 wide now for second. Reddick holds him off. J.W. Parker, welcome to the stream. You know what? We will do that. Tim Lambert as well, welcome to the stream. Early stage 2. Currently at lap 63 in the race's entirety up to this point, so just over a third of the way home. We'll alternate to the different camera angles for the first time today at the start-finish line here at Talladega Superspeedway. I really get to see the driving at Talladega on full display here. Big run by Blaney on the outside of Reddick. He just roars past him. Now he moves to the inside of Boyer. Boyer didn't even block him. He's trying to side draft him on that right rear though, but he's not going to be able to do it. Blaney clears him all by himself. Ooh, big push! Keselowski got in the back of the 49. Fincham got loose, but he saved it. I don't know if you guys saw that. That 49 was all sorts of out of shape off of turn 4. Fincham's got another big run, but him and Boyer are side drafting each other so much they're stalling each other out. More Talladega action on the channel tomorrow on NASCAR Heat 5 when we go Talladega Racing Truck Series edition. Spot for the Championship 4 on the line tomorrow for more of those playoff drivers that aren't yet clinched. Oh, contact between Stenhouse and Reddick. Reddick caught in the sucker hole. Licky, I thought he was going to take him 4 wide there for a moment. The 78 of McLeod is the one pushing Stenhouse. Stenhouse was going to get to the lead there for a moment. Blaney did a good job controlling all 3 lanes, and Reddick now is going to slide up in front of Stenhouse. Brad Keselowski trying to charge up the middle. He gets blocked off by Reddick, who's trying to do blocking of his own up 3 separate lanes behind him. We've already seen the big one today. We've seen 5 cautions total in stage 1 alone. No cautions early in stage 2 at least. And all 5 of those were for incident. Remember, even the stage ended under caution. This might be the longest any one driver has been able to hold on to the lead for consecutive laps here today, and that is Blaney right now. Outside of maybe Joey Logano when he led the first 4 laps of the race all by himself, but outside of that, I don't think we've seen anybody else be able to lead for this many laps consecutively. Oh, they're 4 wide for second again. Are they going to make it through 3 and 4? Yeah, those outer lanes starting to fade. Stenhouse is in that 4th lane, way up on the outside. Oh, Dillon about got sandwiched off of turn 4 between Joey Gase and B.J. McLeod. Here comes Stenhouse again. Looking to the outside. Big block by Blaney all the way to the top. Now all the way to the bottom. Another big push there for Stenhouse. Into turns 1 and 2. B.J. McLeod all the way up there. Blaney slides up in front of all three of them. What a block! How did Blaney hold on to the lead? But now he's going to lose it. Stenhouse out in front. Oh, Blaney trying to side draft the 78. Might have made contact with him. And in the Hungry Jack paint scheme, it is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. out in front at Talladega. No surprise there. Blaney all over him. Makes a move. Stenhouse squeezing him. Caution. For the 6th time today, we have another caution. And we still have more than 100 laps to go. We might break the record on the channel for the most cautions ever, which is 13. Which came in various different races. Nobody's going to pit under the yellow currently. Green flag back in the air once again. Blaney was scored the leader at the time of the caution, by the way. And we still got 48 to go in stage 2. I think the longest green flag run was the very first run of the race before we had that first caution, which was only 13 laps. I don't think we've gone longer than 13 laps without a caution. We've already got 3 drivers out of the race with engine failures. And we already had the big one once. We saw Eric Jones had a lot of damage, but he was still running. And with that damage, he actually won stage 1, which was impressive of itself. Even if he is eliminated from championship contention. What a drive that was. Licky Keselowski on the outside. Sorry, that's McLeod. Licky was behind Keselowski, though. Stenhouse is up there as well. Here comes Ross Chastain on the bottom. We haven't really seen Ross Chastain up the front of the field. I don't believe he's led a lap yet. Oh, man! Chastain blocked Reddick and about turned himself in front of the pack. Nearly banging off one another back there once again. Oh boy! Hang on, everybody. Blaney saw Ross Chastain right at the last second. Was getting a massive push from Tyler Reddick. And Blaney was able to just get out of the way in time. Look at the run Blaney's got. 2:09 going into turn 3. Blaney trying to push Reddick. Wow, Blaney got loose. William Byron up towards the front of the field. And it looks like Reddick, Blaney, and Byron all go high. And Blaney now still stays high as he gets to the outside of Reddick. Byron stays behind Blaney on the outside. He's going to push him now. Here comes Jimmy Johnson into the top 5. Haven't seen him up towards the front all day yet either. Blaney hops in front of the 48. A lot of Camaros at the front of the field. 4 of them in the top 5. Blaney's the only oddball. Running that Ford. Big run. Oh, 3 wide to the outside for the lead. Reddick had a run on the bottom. Blaney decided to go all the way upstairs. Now here comes William Byron to push him down the back straightaway. They're 3 wide for the lead. Still 3 wide. Very tense situation here. Oh, look at the run. Oh my goodness, Suarez just blocked the 7. Quite a bit. 210 miles an hour into turn 3. Oh, contact. Suarez got into Blaney. Blaney cut back down in front of the 9 of Elliott, trying to regain position. Regain momentum. Blaney's just working his way up through the middle lane now. Tyler Reddick still at the front of the field as we speak. Joey Gase jumps to the outside. Blaney goes high above Chastain. Blaney cuts in front of him. All the way at the bottom. Looks like Clint Boyer's in the top 10 as well. Sorry, no, that's Eric Almirola behind Ryan Blaney, the other Stuart Haas Ford. Ryan Preece trying to take his first lead of the night. I think he's got it. Blaney's got a massive head of steam on the bottom. Oh, I think he kind of lost it. He's trying to side draft Reddick still. Almirola's going to give him a push. Ryan Preece is still all the way on the outside, and we have another caution. 7th caution of the race already. And we're not even halfway home. We're on pace for the record tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Just 13. 7th caution. This one on Timmy Hill. Might have spun back there, but I think he saved it because he is going to make his way to pit road. It'll be Ryan Preece leading the field to the green on the restart. Blaney will be on the outside in 2nd place. And the green flag is going to be waving once again. As much as I don't like seeing cautions, it's been a long time since that record of 13 yellows has been broken. I think the first race we had 13 was at Martinsville on NASCAR Thunder 2004. We got a shot to set that here tonight. We've only even seen 2 of them. Fincham just self-cleared Blaney there off of turn 2. I mean, he pulled up right in front of him, and he was still on his left front. Almirola trying to give Blaney a shot, and you saw his car jerk around quite a bit. Blaney's in the wall. The 10's in the wall. The 49's in the wall. Huge crash. Oh no, big crash. Blaney's in the air. He's upside down. Flipping, barrel rolling down the front stretch. Huge crash at Talladega. Oh my goodness. A vicious accident down the front stretch. Dozens of cars involved. And now our 8th caution of the race. We had the big one earlier. We have the bigger one this time. Wow. It just happened so quick. Almirola tried to shoot Blaney on the outside. Fincham was in front of him. They all just kind of got into the wall after making contact with one another, and that was a long, hard, vicious accident off of turn 4. And somehow Blaney is still running in this race. I don't know how he didn't DNF after that. That is unbelievable. From the in-car cam and all, that car is absolutely junk. And he is not taking off on the restart. Green flag back in the air. "17 seconds of damage, but still the car is running and in this race. And if it is running, can't count him out of it. But he's going to have to be very careful just to make it to the end of this race now. He's got a big push from John Hunter Nemechek for the moment. He needs to make sure he keeps him behind him. Whatever happens here. It took him a little bit to get up to speed, but he does have drafting help from behind at least. Kind of broken up into 2 packs for the time being. Again, the reason why we did not pit and repair damage under that accident, if you are new to the channel or don't know of the rule and stipulation we have here on NASCAR Heat 5, as Nemechek just kind of shot Blaney out of the way. There is a 5-second damage clock. Oh man, Buescher just about got turned off the front bumper of Blaney's car. Blaney's trying to keep Timmy Hill in line there behind him. Blaney's trying to hang on. Well, we have a 5-second damage clock. If we have more than 5 seconds worth of damage, it cannot be repaired. Still running. When he's got drafting help behind him, he's able to keep up with this pack still. But he needs to make sure somebody's behind him. And right now, Timmy Hill and Chris Buescher are the only guys behind him. Still 31 to go in stage 2. That was, by the way, now our 8th caution of the race. Two major accidents today. That was definitely the worst of the 2. And obviously by far the worst of the 8. There's going to have to be some definite adjustments for the 12 of Blaney on these pit stops going forward here today, to try and get whatever speed he can out of that race car. But again, we cannot repair the damage. Still 29 to go now in stage 2. What a race that we have seen. We've seen just about everything already today. We have seen amazing pack racing, 4 wide for the lead at one point. A crazy finish to stage 1, ending under caution. 2 big ones. We've already seen 1 car go airborne. We basically had everything but a photo finish in this race. And we're not even halfway home yet. Just about. We're just about halfway. Actually, we are just right at about half. Oh, trouble down the back straightaway. Cars around. Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch goes around. Another caution. Kurt Busch goes spinning down the back straightaway. That's our 9th caution of the race, and we're only in stage 2. I don't know how that started, but we saw it end with Kurt Busch. Maybe Jimmy Johnson had a little bit of contact with it as well. Johnson will be hitting pit road. Blaney's going to hit pit road right now. It's going to drop a lot of tape off that race car. Going to loosen it up. Full round of wedge. Going to bump up the air pressure at least 1 pound all the way around right now. Kurt Busch is now out of the race too. He is not going to continue. Playoff implications for Kurt Busch here tonight at Talladega. His day will come to an end, and he might now very well be in a must-win situation at the Charlotte Roval. Green flag back in the air with just 25 laps to go in stage 2. Surprised not that many cars hit pit road. Now, Blaney did not take off on the restart the last time. He took off on the restart this time. So definitely taking a swing with the adjustments there. But he doesn't have any drafting help behind him, and that's going to hurt him. We saw him lose the draft earlier without damage. But I think he does have faith if he can get somebody behind him in line. We saw he was able to keep up with the pack earlier, and I think those adjustments are only going to make the car a little bit faster. .24 to go in the stage. There are a lot of drivers that still have to pit before the end of the stage as well. That could make things interesting. Blaney's going to be working on this car for a large portion of this race going forward to try and repair the damage without physically repairing the damage, if that makes sense. By simply just making adjustments on the car that isn't repairing the damage is going to make the car a little bit faster. We've had a lot of caution so far. We know we're at least going to get another stage break. And another pit stop in stage 3. Blaney still might very well get stage points in this stage. Because again, everybody's got a pit outside of Johnson, Blaney, and I think there was somebody else that pitted as well within that couple caution stage. But I think there's only 3 drivers that can make it on fuel to the end of the stage right now. If Blaney gets the track position, again, just simply meaning if he could just get 1 car in line behind him, he can have decent speed still. And he will continue to work on that race car. Might take a little bit of wedge out of the car still. A little on the tight side. Maybe another half round. Maybe bump up the air pressure a little bit more as well. Drop even more tape. And the tape was at about 30%. Just dropped it to 10. Might just take it all off at this point, honestly. So it's only going to get a little bit hotter in the draft, especially with the damage. Nope, nobody is hitting pit road right now. Again, there are 4 drivers out of the race that you're seeing on pit road currently. Michael McDowell, Quinn Houff, Kurt Busch being a playoff driver. And off the top of my head, I can't remember exactly who that other driver was, but we do have 4 engine failures already. Kurt Busch actually wrecked off of turn 2, which ended his day. Aiden Rowland, welcome to the stream. I got a new camcorder for Christmas. That was pretty cool. I got a backdrop I still got to put up. Will help. It's NASCAR related. Probably be seeing that stuff tomorrow. I'll probably get on putting that up right after the stream today. Well, after I calculate points. If it's too late by the time I calculate points, I'll just do it tomorrow when I get off work. I'll be getting off early the rest of the week. Kind of like I did last week. Yeah, definitely had a good one. That's for sure. Yeah, adjustments were definitely made. Again, Blaney trying to get as much speed out of this 12 car as he can with the damage after an airborne accident. Christopher George, welcome to the stream. Favorite NASCAR game? I played a lot of NASCAR Chase for the Cup 2005 when I was younger. That's probably a real sentimental favorite. Either that or NASCAR 07, just simply because I played it so much when I was younger. I think NASCAR Thunder 04 is probably the best game, NASCAR-wise, but my personal favorites would be 05 and 07. 07, if you recall, was the technically the NASCAR game they used on the PSP, and I had my PSP for the longest time. I probably had it every bit of like 7, 8, 9 years, and it worked properly, and I had that game. That was one of my favorites to play on it, obviously, hence being a NASCAR fan, but then that and then on actual like PS2 console had NASCAR Chase for the Cup 05. So between both of those games, those are my 2 favorites. Outside of like stuff for the channel, I got more golf balls. It's kind of a given. That's like an every Christmas thing, but I appreciate it though. Lead change at the front of the field, and the first time today, Bubba Wallace is out in front at Talladega with about 17 to go, I believe, in stage 2 that last time by. Those guys have got to be pitting here in 5 to 10 laps, I'd have to imagine. Got a new lunchbox too that kind of helps. I guess it's NASCAR related because of the fact that I could take it to the racetrack. So I got a new cooler for that. Once we can stop taking clear bags in because of COVID. So hopefully by the middle of the summer I can start using that. And then, what else I get? I don't think I got anything else that wasn't NASCAR related. I actually didn't get any clothes for Christmas this year. I'm quite surprised. I think I'm at that age now where my parents just expect me to buy that, all of it for myself, so whatever they get me isn't going to really cut it. That might be some of it. It's kind of hard to see with my stand fan in the way. Can't really see if I got anything else on the corner of the shelf. Oh, I got a new, it's for my laptop, but it's for when I'm doing stuff like downstairs, like on the couch. It's kind of like a laptop pad that I can put on my lap. It's a soft pad. Put it on there and kind of stand it up a little bit too. It's like a mini desk, so that's pretty cool. Green flag pit stops are going on right now. The first of the drivers have just come to pit road. And they are slowly going to go lap down, too. Chad Finchem's trying to work his way around most of them. as Fincham has taken over the race lead. He hasn't already led a lap. So at least there will be some drivers coming in. Again, a large portion of these guys have to pit before the end of the stage. And now Blaney's got some guys behind him that are not lap cars. Here comes some more drivers off of pit road. And that will get Blaney right back into the top 10 just like that. He's up to 9th. Jimmy Johnson will take over the race lead here at Talladega. Boy, would it be a good farewell exit. He obviously missed the playoffs. Didn't even make it to the 60-man playoff, both this season and in real life this year. Was still trying to fight to get that one lone win on the season. And for himself, at least, to go out on top. I think more drivers are on pit road as we speak as well. The last of the drivers that have to pit are likely on pit road. Daniel Suarez, Ty Dillon being a couple of them. So Blaney is up to 5th. He's in the top 5. 4 drivers ahead of him, I believe, can make it on field to the end. And how many drivers has Jimmy Johnson been able to lap as well? And hopefully he can stay in front of him. And we have a caution. Caution is out. I think Chad Fincham and Bobby Carter might have gotten together. That is the 10th caution of the race. Ryan Preece will get the free pass in 18th. Boy, that really shook up the running order. So Johnson, with that pit strategy of staying out, has just trapped over half the field a lap down. That is going to get a little weird here as we get later into the going. Wow. Bubba Wallace, who we saw leading before the pit stops on pit road. Of the playoff drivers that are trapped a lap down, Truex, Newman, Keselowski, Hamlin, Byron. Wow, that is unbelievable. Johnson will restart from the lead. Blaney's up to 3rd just like that. That strategy definitely paid off. Oh, for sure, that's my dream job right there, Christopher. So hopefully one day get a broadcasting job within the sport of NASCAR. 10 laps to go here in Stage 2. Green flag back out. We have now seen, what is that, 11 cautions today? Unbelievable. 11 cautions here at Talladega. And don't blink now, but Ryan Blaney with a virtually wrecked race car has just taken the lead at Talladega on the restart. He's got a couple Toyotas trying to bump draft each other past him right now, Christopher Bell and Kyle Busch. And you thought for a moment that the race was over. If you did, shame on you, because the unthinkable is happening late in Stage 2 right now. The problem is, with as damaged of a car as he's got, I highly doubt he's going to be able to hold on to the lead. But what he will do is lead a lap. Now they split him 3 wide. BJ McLeod to the front. Blaney's dropping like a rock immediately. He's still got some work to do on the race car, but he was able to lead a lap. And that's unbelievable of itself. He's got Chad Fincham pushing it. BJ McLeod to the front of the field. He's already won a couple stages this season. Fincham's giving Blaney a really good push. And there's so many drivers a lap down right now, so Blaney's automatically guaranteed to restart at least in the middle of the pack the rest of this race. Oh, wow. Man, he's just so tight when somebody's pushing him right now with that damage. He's still got to loosen that car up quite a bit. It's lucky he wasn't side by side with anybody there. Andrew Hollenbach, welcome to the stream. Elijah, who's got the audacity to dislike this? I did see that. We have like 16 likes and 1 dislike. I don't know who it was. You see the tire marks in the center of the tri-oval, like somebody just ate the wall at some point in the race that I didn't see. Might have been that last caution we just had. Blaney is trying to stay low and go on the inside line right now. Oh boy, Fincham was pushing him in another caution. With 75 to go, even later in the stage, caution will wave. That is unbelievable. R6, welcome to the stream. I don't watch Netflix, so I don't really have a favorite Netflix series. Kind of use my sister's account if we do go to watch movies, but Brad Keselowski will get the free pass, playoff driver back on the lead lap, so that's big for him. BJ McLeod out in front with just a couple laps to go in the stage. 12 cautions tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are already only 2 away from breaking the record, and we still got 75 to go at Talladega. That's what kind of a race this has been. This is unbelievable. I mean, there really hasn't been a race like this on the channel yet. We have seen a flip, which you don't see too much with this game, especially with these full race live streams. Green flag back in the air. Blaney restarting in 5th, trying to get going. Trying to take it 3 wide to the bottom. 4 laps to go in stage 2 as they're going to fight it out. He's still got a chance to get a playoff point here. Oh, look at him side drafting Johnson 3 wide for 2nd. What a move by Ryan Blaney. From 5th to 2nd on the restart. BJ McLeod out in front. Johnson got hung out to dry for the moment. And now here comes Christopher Bell. BJ McLeod out in front. Blaney getting a massive push right now from Christopher Bell on the outside. Blaney leads the charge in the outside lane. 3 to go in the stage this time by. Blaney is clear. What a move on the top. Now cuts down in front of the 78. Trying to block the top again. Big run in the middle by Timmy Hill. Nowhere to go with it. Contact as BJ McLeod busts his way to the front of the field again here at Dega. He leads. Now he gives up the bottom. Blaney coming again. Fincham has just pushed Ryan Blaney to the lead down the back straightaway. McLeod's been so close a few times to winning a race this year. Another driver who isn't in the playoffs but has a shot to win it here today. How about the show Ryan Blaney is putting on with a virtually wrecked race car? Maybe a flip and win today? Who knows? What is on tap for him? Big run on the outside by Christopher Bell. What a huge push he got from Timmy Hill. Fincham, meanwhile, getting pushed on the bottom by Austin Dillon. 2 to go in stage 2. They're 4 wide back through the middle of the pack. Now Austin Dillon goes 3 wide for the lead. Dillon to the inside. Fincham stuck in the middle. Bell, another playoff driver, perhaps trying to win a stage. Another playoff point could be on the line. Blaney to the inside. They're 4 wide for 2nd place down the back straightaway. What a battle for the lead late in stage 2. Timmy Hill now. Let's go the 95 of Bell. Bell on the outside all by himself. It is BJ McLeod who is pushing the 12 of Ryan Blaney on the inside. Bell still trying to hold the top right now. Blaney is coming. Final lap of stage 2. Yeah, I know, LOL. It's only for stage 2. This is incredible. Blaney with the nose out in front. BJ McLeod has just pushed Blaney to the lead off of turn 2. But now he'll let go and try to make a move for himself. Here comes Kyle Busch in the mix. Christopher Bell all the way on the outside. Blaney trying to block every lane possible. They're 3 wide for 2nd. Busch to the bottom of the racetrack. McLeod still on the outside. Sorry, in the middle. It is Christopher Bell on the outside. Here comes Kyle Busch. There's contact through the center of the tri-oval. Blaney door to door with Busch. They're 4 wide back behind him to the line. Busch wins stage 2 by inches. Oh my goodness. Kyle Busch by inches will win stage 2. Blaney gave it everything he had and more. They were 4 wide for about 3rd place on back. Oh my gosh. Only stage 2. This could go down as probably the craziest race I think we've ever had on the channel. Still 12 cautions for incident. Unbelievable. Another another full round of wedge coming out of Blaney's car. That's the adjustment that will be made under this stop. Oh, I repaired the damage. Are you kidding me? Oh, no. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. I did not mean to repair the damage. I feel bad for myself. I feel really bad that I repaired the damage. That was so fun racing with the damage and wheeling that car to the front. Oh, I accidentally broke my own rule. Whoa, man. Inside line just checked up all of a sudden. Now they're going 3 and 4 wide back to the pack. Oh, DiBenedetto with a block on Custer. The final stage is underway here at Talladega. 4 wide off the restart, as you just saw. They're still 4 wide. DiBenedetto went from the top to the second lane on the inside when they were 4 wide. I don't even know how he got there. But he was able to get there. Harvick's in it. Top 5. Bell leads. Bobby Carter to the inside looking for the lead himself. 20 cars on the lead lap, remember. Oh, Harvick! Harvick's loose. Blaney hit him, and he just hung on to it. Here comes Bell. I will punish myself at some point in time. We have to make a green flag stop. Is going to be my punishment. We're going to have to make a green flag stop at some point. The rest of this race is going to be my punishment for repairing the damage. Oh, Carter tried to block Blaney. He wasn't clear. As he holds on to the lead, though. Carter still trying to block him. Christopher Bell on the outside. Damage doesn't matter much with play. That's the only bright side to me repairing the damage, is that is the case, Andrew. As you can tell, we were able to will that damaged race car to the front. It really only hurt us when we didn't have anybody directly behind us. What was the call? We had the race of the year, arguably, on the channel last week. I think this one might take the cake. Right at the end of 2020, it might be the best race of the year on the channel, and we still have a little bit of a ways to go. Ryan Blaney has willed himself back to the front, but we know he's got to make a green flag stop at some point in time today. I think the sooner he makes it, the better. He's trying to time it out about as best as he can. Bobby Carter, meanwhile, is getting a push on the outside from Kevin Harvick. Generated rookie driver on this game, Bobby Carter, at the front of the field here at Talladega. Christopher Bell still pushing Blaney on the bottom. And even with so many drivers going a lap down, majority of them that are on the lead lap are still playoff drivers. There were some that got trapped a lap down. We know Keselowski got a free pass there with those late cautions towards the end of the stage as well. And again, so the way I'm going to punish myself is I'm going to have to make a green flag stop at some point in time in this race. Now, there's a way to still do that without completely taking ourselves out of it, which I don't want to do, but I do have to punish myself for breaking my own rule, even though I accidentally did it, and it is only a super speedway track, so in the end it didn't really make much of a difference anyway. There's still plenty of time to do that. Alex Bowman getting pushed by Martin Truex Jr. on the outside. Remember, there is still a chance that those guys can actually unlap themselves without having to take the free pass as well. And, wow, Blaney got loose. He was going to block Alex Bowman and then thought better of it at the last second. Here's a playoff driver towards the front that's a lap down, William Byron. He's racing for the free pass, maybe to get back on the lead lap as well. But he's up towards the front. Really hard to tell who's all lap down and who isn't. At least you can see the leaderboard as far as the top 5 go. See, the problem is with so many drivers lap down, I can't actually, be the only driver to pit under caution and actually restart at the back. And if I back too far out of the gas, we're going to completely lose the draft, because we've seen us lose the draft already twice at the back of the pack when we don't have anybody behind us, and that's without damage. So we need somebody behind us at all times, so I'll just make a green flag stop at some point. Again, the reason why I'm going to punish myself like that is because I have a 5-second damage clock. If we have more than 5 seconds of damage, I cannot repair it. And I accidentally hit repair damage under the stage break. And we still did race to the end of stage 2 without the damage, and we somehow willed that car to finish second. So, obviously, it affected us, yes, but it didn't affect us as much because we were at Talladega. Pat Dog 35, welcome to the stream. Bowman trying to block Blaney at the front of the field. Here comes Bell again. Oh, wow. Blaney got tight. Actually, and now he almost gets turned by Christopher Bell. He's coming to pit road. That's going to be a speeding penalty. He missed the pits. Blaney missed the pits. He was going to pit after almost getting turned off of 4. He knew he wasn't going to make it without speeding. We stay green. They're 4 and 5 wide now through the tri-oval. Oh, that just completely log jammed the middle of the pack. I don't know how they didn't wreck when that happened. Reddick still trying to push Blaney. Major track position lost. Reddick still trying to push Ryan Blaney right now. Now when do you come to pit road? Bell is just taking the lead off of turn 4. I don't think the cautions are done yet today, so even when Blaney pits, but he's got to stay on the lead lap. That's the thing. So he might have to go fuel only just to make sure he stays on the lead lap, because there are a lot of drivers a lap down, so there's no guarantee he's going to get the free pass if he goes a lap down. Blaney coming to the pits. Ducks out of line with David Reagan and Tyler Reddick. It'll be a fuel-only stop, half a can only. Here he comes to serve his penalty. I won't repair damage the rest of the race either. Granted, we don't have any right now, but... So a fuel-only stop. 3.1 seconds. He's got to stay on the lead lap. 54 laps to go here at Talladega. Christopher Bell's still in the lead. And right now, Blaney's showing last car in the lead lap in 20th. Trying to get up to speed. He doesn't have any drafting help. Martin Truex Jr. and Bubba Wallace are battling for the free pass spot right now. Logano has just taken the lead now into turn 1. So Blaney needs to stay on the lead lap here, desperately. If not, he's going to have to battle to be the first car a lap down. Clint Boyer's just taking the lead. And again, I don't think the cautions are done. I would have made it just a pass-through penalty. The only reason I couldn't is because it's not like the old NASCAR games where you can abort when you hit pit road. Like, you, for whatever reason with the NASCAR heat games, it makes you have to do something on pit road. But if there was an option to abort, I would have just done that. It's like a pass-through. Need a blanket. Yeah, get warm, get cozy. Because we still got about 50 laps to go at Talladega, and we have seen everything. Remember when I mentioned midway through Stage 2, the only thing that we didn't see was a photo finish? We literally had everything Talladega had to offer in the first 100 laps of the race, and we still had about another 80 to go. And then sure enough, at the end of Stage 2, we had 4 wide battle for the lead with a half a lap to go. It ended with a photo finish. And they were 4 wide from about third on back at the start-finish line. So we did get our photo finish, and we're still racing to the end of this thing. This has been an incredible race. So that pack of cars is slowly starting to catch Blaney right now. Waiting for a caution. Which, again, I'm not surprised if we would see one before the... I'd be very surprised if this went caution-free to the end. If we go caution-free all the way through Stage 3, after having 12 cautions total in the first 2 stages combined, that would just add to the craziness that Talladega's already had today. .32 seconds behind Harvick in 19th right now is Blaney. 6 seconds still ahead of Truex, who's the first driver 1 lap down. Bowman and a pack of about 6 or 7 cars are battling for the lead. I don't think there's any lap cars that are in the lead pack of 6 or 7. Actually, it's only 3 now. Something happened off of turn 2. So it's just a 3-car pack battling for the lead here at Talladega. And again, the line got jammed because Blaney almost spun off of turn 4 after getting pushed from behind. And then he was going to try to come to pit road, and he had to abort at the last second to avoid a pit road speeding penalty, because that would have been a 15-second penalty, and he definitely would be a lap down right now. He had to serve that. So here comes Logano. He's going to try his best to stay on the lead lap. Worst case scenario, he needs to get the free pass. And there are a lot of drivers a lap down due to a caution coming out in the middle of green flag stops in Stage 2. Again, only 20 cars on the lead lap because of it. Logano is the leader, so he might work with his teammate here. The problem is, this 3-car group is going to get ran down by the big pack of cars behind them. That is where you would see Ryan Newman and Bubba Wallace battling right now. Logano going to pull in line as the leader, and he is going to help his teammate. So the Penske cars are working together. Logano's going to try to keep his teammate Blaney on the lead lap. They link up. Bowman will link up behind Logano, and I'm waiting for Bell to pull in line there as well. So the Penske cars are working together. This is a pressure situation, though, because if anybody gets a run to the outside, Blaney's going to have to block it. He needs to stay on the lead lap. Bell's going to get around Bowman. I'm surprised Bowman left the back of the 22 car. So the driver who led the opening 4 laps of the race, Joey Logano, is currently leading midway through stage 3 here at Talladega currently. 17 people have liked this race. We had upwards of 19 watching at one point in time here today. Thanks for everybody tuning in here tonight. And hopefully those of you that were watching earlier, especially at the end of stage 2, that's when we had our peak of drivers that were watching. The chat was going insane, which made it even better and crazier on top of the actual action you saw in front of your guys' faces on the screen. You are currently watching this. 47 to go. Everybody's going to have to pit one more time before the end of the race. Again, I'd be shocked if we went green to the end. And at the same time, too, everything's so spaced out right now. I don't know. We've seen a lot of engine failures to bring out cautions, though. I'm surprised Christopher Bell is able to keep with Blaney and Logano right now. I don't think we've ever had 20 likes over the course of a live stream. Like, I think my most watched video and my most liked video is the very first stream I ever did. It's Daytona 500 on NASCAR NASCAR Heat 4. Back before I started doing the daily live streams. That was the very first stream I ever did. But we didn't have that many people watch. I think we only had like 5 people watching at one point in time, at the most, over the course of that stream. So it just tells you how far we've come on the channel since that lone day. So Blaney is still about 2.5 seconds ahead of Truex right now as well. So hoping this 2-car tango is going to be enough to keep him out in front. That's a pretty intense battle going on right now for the free pass position. We've seen Newman, Truex, Bubba Wallace up there now. You know Wallace has a fast car because we saw him leading laps right before he went a lap down before the pit stops too. Midway through stage 2. It was actually towards the end of stage 2 when the stops were happening. It was about with 10 to go. But then again, we had a caution. I think Timmy Hill and Bobby Carter might have gotten together, bringing out the 2-car accident. They're both still running. So we were on a dramatic pace as well to break the record on the channel for the most cautions in a single race. We had 12 in the first 2 stages. We only need 2 more to break the record from that point. We haven't had a caution in a while. This is the longest green flag run of the race so far. From pretty much the last 4 laps of stage 2 until now, we've gone green. So since 72 to go in the race, really. That's how long of a green flag run that this has been, even though it's not even that long in all reality. Just over 30 laps. It's more than twice as long as the last green flag run. Oop. Oh, the 12 and the 22 just broke apart from one another. That's not good. They were staying pretty well with one another. And Blaney is going to hope that they can link up again here off of 1 and 2, and they will. So Logano doesn't look like he's got any intentions of passing Ryan Blaney right now. And Blaney can actually go about another 5 or 6 laps on fuel, and there's the caution. Caution's out, free pass to Martin Truex Jr. With 43 laps left, caution will fly, and we will have pit stops. Not everybody's going to hit pit road here, but mostly everybody. Well, that has just tied the record. 13 cautions, tied for the most that we've ever had on the channel with Martinsville on NASCAR Thunder 04, as well as a couple other races. There was a handful of drivers that pitted under the last caution. Green flag is back in the air here at Talladega. Well, almost passed below the double yellow line there. VZ Velo, welcome to the stream. You may ask the question. I try to answer the chat as much as I can. In the midst even of doing these full race live streams of the realistic broadcasts. Try to appease my listeners. Wow, Harvick's got a big run in the middle. So now there are 21 cars on the lead lap. Will we have another caution or another restart? Not everybody can make it on field. Even the drivers that pitted, we had about 5 or 6 cars hit pit road of the lead lap under the last caution. They topped off on fuel, but I still think they're even 2 to 3 laps short. I'm not using the steering wheel currently right now. I'm using my controller. I mean, all I have to do is turn it on to use it, but I didn't want to use it tonight. I tried to alternate. Only lets you use the controller. Yeah, so if you actually like plug, at least with the PlayStation, I don't have an Xbox, so I can't really answer your question if it's an Xbox. But at least with the PlayStation, I plug it in like I would a controller or like the controller battery charger, whatever. But you plug it in, and there's a setting on NASCAR Heat specifically of whether you want to race with the controller or with the steering wheel, and you click controller, it should sync. And that should be in the settings, the normal settings. It'll ask you like controller 1 or 2, and it'll ask you if it's a steering wheel or a controller. Or player 1, player 2. Player 1 will ask you if it's a controller, but it's in your settings. Stage 2 winner Kyle Busch out in front of the field right now. He won by a nose over Ryan Blaney back in Stage 2. Bobby Carter just pushed him to the front there. Harvick got loose. Now he's in the sucker hole between his teammate Almirola and Ryan Blaney on the inside. A couple of Fords right around him. Ryan Preece could be looking for the lead here before long. 21 likes right now. Thanks for everybody liking as well. That's awesome. That's got to be the most I think we've ever had on the channel. During the course of an actual live stream. Like, again, I've got a couple videos that have a lot of likes, but during the course of a live stream, 21, that's awesome. Greatly appreciate it. It helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting these streams and videos recommended under other related NASCAR content. So obviously it helps that you guys are hitting the like button, and greatly appreciate it. Meanwhile, Ryan Preece has just jumped to the lead ahead of Kyle Busch. A push from Ryan Blaney definitely helped. Blaney's still all over his back bumper. He's got Kevin Harvick in line right behind him. Preece continues to try and block Blaney. Tim Irvin, welcome to the stream. It has been a wild race up to this point, and now Harvick and Blaney go to the inside of Preece. Harvick maybe back to the outside behind Ryan Preece instead. And Ricky Stenhouse is going to give a push to Blaney on the bottom now. Yeah, I got my dad a Chase Elliott championship sweatshirt for Christmas this year, too. He's a self-proclaimed Chase Elliott fan. Pretty much he's just a bandwagoner fan, and I'm not just saying that. He is. He was a Dale Jr. fan his whole life. Doesn't really watch NASCAR. Doesn't really watch NASCAR unless like I either take him to the race or he happens to walk in, you know, while I'm watching it, and he'll glance at what's happening. Like, He didn't watch a lick of the championship this year. He comes in, I'm watching it with a buddy of mine with like 10 laps to go. He's like, oh, Chase is leading. Like, I was like, you haven't even watched a single lap of the race. But he was acting like he was about to win the damn lottery. It was funny, though. That, the jealousy factor of me never watching my favorite driver win the championship. Here he is as a self-proclaimed Chase Elliott fan, and he's winning the championship. And I think the only race he watched from start to finish this year was the race that we both went to, which was the Southern 500 when I took him down to South Carolina for that race. That was the only race he watched from start to finish. He might have watched some other races like at the finish, only because again I was watching them and he happened to be in the living room at the same time. Like that's the only reason he watched those races. Blaney trying to block at the front of the field right now. There are 3 lanes. They're triple wide all the way back. Harvick starting to lose a little bit of momentum on that upper lane on the outside. Tyler Reddick now trying to come on the bottom. Here's Eric Jones, who won stage 1. And Martin Truex Jr., who restarted at the rear of the field because with taking the free pass, he had to restart behind everybody. All the lap cars and lead lap cars. He has just marched his way up to 4th. And we literally just went green about 11 laps ago. So it is a very quick climb to the front for Truex. And now he's on the outside in line behind Bobby Carter, who's got to run. Blaney goes high to block. All the way back to the inside. Reddick's there. They almost made contact. Eric Jones is going to shove Tyler Reddick to the lead. Blaney had the lead there for a while. And now he drops back to, I believe... No, those are all lap cars. So Blaney's still in the lead. Those guys, all 3 of them, Reddick, Jones, and Bilicki, are all lap cars. So Blaney is still out in front. Now they're trying to fight to stay ahead of Blaney if they can help it. Blaney's trying to put him a lap down again. Got as many drivers a lap down as possible as he can. It's only going to help his chances of winning the race come the end. Oh, car in the wall! Car in the air! Another flip! Oh my goodness, Josh Bilicki goes airborne in the middle of the pack in turns 3 and 4. The big one is out at Talladega for a 3rd time now, and that is the 2nd accident that we have seen a car go airborne. I thought I was near done editing my compilation for the worst crashes on the channel in the year 2020, and I think I was wrong on that one. Another caution. Everybody's going to be hitting pit road for the final time now. Craziness. Absolute craziness here. And that is going to break the record as well, indeed, Diamond Jeff. That is the most cautions we have seen in a single race on the channel now. 14, and we still have 27 to go at Talladega, so I don't even think we're done yet. The rate these cautions have come out. Now, granted, we've only had 2 of them in the final stage. Ooh, good contact. 4 wide already on the restart. Blaney somehow got shuffled all the way to the outside in the mix of all this. Still 3 wide middle and doesn't have a lot of help. Blaney is fading. I mean, he's going to be at the back of this pack before he actually starts to gain some headway. 3-car Austin Dillon at the front of the field here at Talladega. 26 to go. Blaney only lost 6 spots on the restart, but he got passed by a lot more cars than that. This has been And just a crazy race in general all day long. Now they're 4 wide mid-pack again. Oh, Reagan and Blaney make contact in 3 and 4. They hang on to it. Blaney has not been able to get to the bottom since the restart. He just got shuffled 4 wide out of line. He was on the very outside at one point. Well, now he's back on the very outside again. He's just got nowhere to go. Oh! Jones just squeezed the 24 of Byron. Ryan Newman, I think that is, at the front of the field on the outside. Austin Dillon's still in the lead. It's hard to tell who that is up there. I know Harvick's the second car in line pushing at least. Look how tight this is. 3 wide. They're all bumper to bumper in the tri-oval. Oh, 4 wide now. Oh, they're 5 wide. 5 wide into turn 1 as they bang off one another. How did they make it through that? Now we've officially seen everything. We haven't seen 5 wide yet today, but we saw it there. They were just banging on one another. I don't even know how they made it through turns 1 and 2. And we stay green still. Unbelievable. Logano out in front still. 23 to go at Talladega. And the race of the year, it might also be the sloppiest race of the year, but it is the race of the year nonetheless for something. And they're 4 wide again down the back meanwhile into turn 3. Blaney was basically on the apron. Look, he almost bounced up into the wall. Blaney back into the top 10. Finally. First time since the restart. Oh, Bowman. Tried to squeeze Blaney. Blaney just gets underneath him. It's Justin Haley at the front of the field, I think. I don't know if he's actually on the lead lap or not, though. So Justin Haley is at the front of the field. Matt DiBenedetto is pushing him right now. Blaney's just gotten to second place ahead of Truex. DiBenedetto is the leader, and Haley is barely on the lead lap with being a lap down. Actually, no, that's John. Sorry, that's not Justin Haley. That's John Hunter Nemechek in the 38. Who was in 24th, trying to stay on the lead lap. Blaney to the lead. Caution will wave. For the 15th time today, caution is out with 21 to go at Talladega. And good news for Nemechek and John Hunter Nemechek fans out there. He will be able to stay on the lead lap. And the free pass also now will go to Chris Buescher. So 25 cars are on the lead lap. Cole Custer will bring out the caution. A single car spin, it looks like. It looks like he'll be able to continue at least. So as far as the playoff drivers that are still a lap down, Ryan Newman, William Byron, and Denny Hamlin are those 3 drivers. And remember, Kurt Busch is out of the race. Suarez is also out. Didn't see that. We're going to have 18 laps to go when we go green after our 15th caution of the day at Talladega. Green flag back in the air, and here we go again. Blaney leads the field to the green. 10 people watching right now. Let's try to get those numbers up. for viewership as we sit in the late going here. Some of you guys have left since the end of Stage 2, and it's starting to ramp up again. It is the most important 18 laps of the race. We've got some playoff drivers up at the front of the field trying to keep their season alive. At least to the round of 8 if they can find their way to victory lane. Blaney is already in the round of 8. He won at Vegas. So he tries to block Austin Dillon right now. Keselowski's up in the top 5. See Truex up there towards the outside. Bobby Carter slid in front of him. Those two have been working well together in Stage 3, so don't be surprised if they continue to work together to try and get towards the front of the field. Dillon goes high. Blaney way up the block. I think it's that point in the race, too. The blocks are only going to get more aggressive, and we've seen them be aggressive throughout the course of today's race. They're already fanned out 3 wide for about 3rd, now 2nd. Carter is on the inside all of a sudden. No, that's Timmy Hill, sorry, the 66. Timmy Hill's in the top 2. BJ McLeod wants his first career win as well. Austin Dillon doesn't have any help on the outside, but he is still trucking right along. Keselowski's up there, but he's a little too far back right now. Oh boy. And here comes a run by McLeod. Still got enough laps left for if you lose the lead, you can obviously get it back, but you don't want to lose the lead with this few of laps remaining. Just 16 now at Talladega. I think that was McLeod that got super loose on the outside. He hangs on to it. Fincham all the way at the bottom. Blaney controls all 3 lines. Look at the 2nd through 4th place drivers. BJ McLeod, Timmy Hill, and Chad Fincham are up there. And now McLeod's losing a ton of ground as he got hung out to dry. Now Logano tries to push Fincham to the lead. Blaney blocks all over the place. Logano pulls out of line. He's going to try to make a move for himself on the outside. 15 laps to go at Talladega. Now Logano's fading back. Oh, they're 4 wide. Logano lost so much ground there. I don't know what happened. And here comes Eric Jones up the middle. He won Stage 1 with a wrecked car at the time. He goes high. Truex to the outside. Here comes Truex. Big block by Blaney. Sideways goes Truex in front of the pack, and around he goes. He's in the wall. Caution's out again. 16th time today. Blaney made a bad block trying to hold on to the lead there on Truex, and around they go. Another big accident. And the aggressive nature to try and hold on to win this race continues. My goodness. And the green flag is back in the air again. They're 3 wide for 2nd place. Good jump on the restart for Ryan Blaney from the lead. Eric Jones, Kevin Harvick, Chad Fincham. Fincham's really fading on the restart. So Truex probably has a lot of damage now after that big accident. That's about the 4th big accident we've seen today. And that's the 2nd time an accident has been caused when Blaney tried to make an aggressive block. First one was the first big one earlier in the race when he tried to block Bowman on the bottom. That time he tried to block Truex on the outside. Hate to see that happen. About 4 drivers who lost the draft at the back. I think they're all lap cars, likely just trying to stay out of everybody's way. Of everybody racing for the win, especially the playoff drivers now. I want to be the reason why their season comes to an end. Oh, hang on. Carter, Jones on the outside. Another block by Blaney from top to bottom. He's loose. He's still trying to hang on to the lead. And he does. All the way on the outside is Aaron Jones. Help from behind from Austin Dillon. Oh, Blaney got tight. 3 wide for the lead. Blaney got washed off the bottom of the racetrack. Jones takes it on the high side. McLeod trying to lead the inside. Blaney still trying to lead the middle with help from Timmy Hill. 10 laps to go at Talladega for Eric Jones. And now they're 3 wide for the lead again. Timmy Hill to the bottom of the racetrack. BJ McLeod is there. Eric Jones is there. Here comes Blaney, 4 wide as he pulls up in front of the 20. Barely clears him. Jones is sideways and barely keeps it off the wall. Look at the damage on Stenhouse's car. He's still in it. Back through the center of the pack again. Oh no, and there goes the 95. He saves it as well. Contact between Johnson and Carter. Mid-packers are 4 wide. Nine to go. Blaney trying to push Bell on the outside. Timmy Hill, underdog story. Maybe all time if he can get the win today. Dead last in the point standings nonetheless. Stenhouse trying to block Christopher Bell right now. Blaney trying to cut in line behind William Byron. He does. Byron's actually a lap down right now. And remember Nemechek, who barely was able to stay in the lead lap after the second to last caution. He's in second. Now we have 8 to go this time by. Blaney hit 208 miles an hour in the tri-oval. Timmy Hill goes high. Down low now to block Nemechek again. Stenhouse looks high. Blaney doesn't go with him. Stenhouse's car is absolutely totaled like Blaney's was when he almost won stage 2. And like Jones's was when he won stage 1 with a wrecked race car. Blaney has a big run now on the back of Timmy Hill. And Hill got tight into turn 3. Blaney easily to the bottom all by himself is going to take the lead. Trying to block Stenhouse in the middle. They're 3 wide for second. Timmy Hill still trying to hang on the outside. Stenhouse thought about pulling the block on. He didn't at the last second. We have 7 to go. Oh man, Blaney very aggressive here, but I'm sure everybody's going to be aggressive now to the finish. Harvick is the driver pushing Stenhouse in that middle lane. Stenhouse now moves high in front of Timmy Hill. Harvick trying to side draft the 66 of Hill. It'll be 6 to go this time by. Oh, they checked up big time. Harvick might have made contact with somebody on the outside. I believe it was Timmy Hill. They might have gotten together. A lot of ground lost. They were 4 wide. And single file now for about the front 6 or 7 cars. Still 6 to go. Ooh, Blaney got tight. Barely able to clear Nemechek on the bottom. Rookie Cole Custer's in the mix. Chase Elliott in the top 5. We haven't seen him since the beginning of the day. Then camping out in the back. Truex, Bubba Wallace, they have wrecked race cars. Truex, heavy damage. We know he was involved in the last big one. And he's still trying to charge towards the front of the field. 5 laps to go, this time by at Talladega. Everything you asked for and more here today at Talladega. A record 16 cautions on the channel, breaking the previous record by 3. But it has just been wild all the way through. We've seen a couple accidents with flips in it, which we don't see too much on NASCAR Heat 5. So the fact we've seen it twice in one race is insane. How we were able to survive the first, or I should say the second big one when Blaney went airborne, I don't even know. He's at the front. He's trying to hang on. Now Nemechek moves high. Cole Custer to the inside, trying to move to second. It's going to be 4 to go this time by. Blaney's going to try to make that car wide. Nemechek got hung out to dry. Truex is pushing Bubba Wallace right now. Elliott on the inside line now behind Cole Custer. 4 laps to go at Talladega. Custer moves off the bottom. Here comes Chase. Elliott is there. Custer's in the mix again. Bubba Wallace on the outside trying to get his first career win. Now Elliott goes high to block Custer. Blaney going upstairs as well. I mean, you're either bringing back just the steering wheel or the checkered flag at this point. Ooh! 95 in the 9 almost made contact off of turn 4. Bell tried to block him. He wasn't clear. Jimmy Johnson's into the top 5. He's trying to hang in there. 3 to go. Johnson trying to get a win. Oh, wow. Blaney got tight. He's still in front. Another run by Elliott. Another block by Blaney. Now down to the bottom in front of Bell. Blaney's doing a terrific job right now. Custer trying to get a third lane started on the outside. Now would be the time to do it. Truex looks like he's going to follow him. Blaney slides up now in front of the 19. The 19 went up the middle. Custer fades back now. Blaney still hangs on. 2 laps to go at the line. And here comes Chase Elliott. Another late block there by Blaney. Back to the inside in front of Bell. Look at the momentum Chase Elliott lost on. Oh, Blaney got tied off in turn 2. Oh, big crossover by Christopher Bell. Contact with the 95 and the 12. Big save by Bell. Here comes Johnson to the outside. Now to the inside comes the 10 of Almirola. Johnson and Blaney are side by side for the lead. They're banging off one another through turns 3 and 4. Johnson's trying to get a win in his final season in NASCAR. Almirola's still trying to push him meanwhile. Trying to push the 12 car. Now he lets go, trying to make a move for himself. The white flag is in the air. 1 lap to go for Ryan Blaney. How the heck did he hang on to the lead? Johnson with a wrecked race car trying to pull off a historic feat. Big block by Blaney. Balicki, watch Balicki up the middle. He's got to push from Elliott. Johnson on the outside. McLeod way up high in that third lane. Can he get a run? Blaney loose off of turn 4, trying to hang on to it. Almirola looks high. Now he looks to the inside. Blaney still trying to block. Blaney goes all the way upstairs. Big contact there with Bell. And Almirola's going to steal the win as they wreck across the line. Eric Almirola wins at Talladega on a last lap pass. Blaney looked like he had it, and then he just got loose off of 4, trying to save it. Then he blocked Bell. A huge crash as they come across the line again, and Almirola sneaks by with a 3-wide move to the line to win the race. Second win of the season for Almirola. Oh my gosh. We need to take a look at that. The last couple laps especially is what we're going to take a look at here. I don't even know how they made it back to the checkered flag without wrecking until they got to the checkered flag. So we're going to take you through the last couple laps of the race. Specifically coming to 2 laps to go, I believe it was. Yes, we're going to take you with 2 laps to go. So, I mean, Blaney was just absolutely blocking for his life. At this point in turns 1 and 2, it is. Just able to slide. That was a great crossover by the 95. They made contact. I don't even know how Bell saved it. Johnson banged off of Bell. We need to look at that again. Look at the move Christopher Bell makes. Goes low. Another block. Blaney tries to go high again. They bang door to door. Bell saves it. Bounces off the 48. Johnson still keeps the momentum. Then him and Blaney are side by side. Blaney chops off the 10 of Almirola. Then gets the shot. They're still banging off one another. It looked like Johnson was going to clear Blaney there for a second, but he just couldn't quite do it. Blaney got another push from Almirola to lead back at the line. Blaney blocks him at the line. Now we have 1 lap left. I mean, he was just doing a fantastic job of blocking. Just blocked off Johnson there. Back to the bottom in front of Almirola. Johnson got stacked up. There's Balicki pushing him now. I thought McLeod was going to get a run in that third lane on the outside the way the 2 bottom lanes got stacked up, but they didn't. And there you see the bobble. Blaney just got really loose in the center of 3 and 4. Watch the car just kind of jerk around. Right there is where it started to jerk, and he's still just trying to catch it. He's just hanging on for dear life. Now the 78 hops in line behind the 10. Blaney blocks there. Here comes the run by Bell. Faked high, goes low. There's contact. Look at the move Christopher Bell makes. Look at the move Bell makes. Push from Johnson. He goes high, then to the middle. Blaney at this point is just trying to win the race. I mean, at this point, we were just going to door check him and try to win it. And we did make contact with Bell. Bell saves it again in the tri-oval. He bangs off the 10 of Almirola. And then the 12 was still hooked on the 95 as Almirola skims by to the inside. Blaney finishes second and then wrecks across the line with Bobby Carter. Probably the fifth, what was that, the 5th big accident? Right at the end. Chastain goes around. Heavy damage, more on Stenhouse again. Unbelievable. You rewind back like this for the replay at the end of the race. Obviously, you hit camera, and then you change the length until it says full replay. And then R1 is the finish of the race, and then L1 is the start of the race. So I clicked R1 for the end of it. So boom, R1, it takes me to this point, and then you just use the right analog stick to go forward or backwards at that point. So you can literally replay the entire race if you really wanted to. Unbelievable. A Talladega race for the ages on the channel, to say the least. I mean, that was just absolutely incredible. Unbelievable. The Alabama 500 goes to Eric Almirola. We'll take you through the finishing results to today's race because it definitely got scrambled there in the last couple laps, as you saw. Especially. Eric Almirola will get the win. He was unfortunately eliminated in the round of 16. That's unfortunate because he could have went to the round of 8 if he would have advanced, but could have, would have, should have. It's still his 2nd win of the season. Brian Blaney finishes runner-up sideways across the line in 2nd. Bobby Carter also sideways across the line, finished 3rd. Christopher Bell finished 4th. He was the highest running playoff driver. That was not Blaney because Blaney obviously won at Vegas, so he's in the next round already. Christopher Bell again 4th. BJ McLeod rounds out the top 5. Jimmy Johnson, the juggernaut, at the end of the race finishes 6th despite being side by side through the tri-oval coming to the white flag. Chris Buescher finishes 7th. 8th was Austin Dillon. Chase Elliott, who was in 2nd place with 2 to go, falls to 9th. And Joey Logano, who led a lot of laps today, rounds out the top 10. As far as the playoff drivers outside the top 10 go, Truex finishes 13th, Harvick 16th, Keselowski 17th, Kyle Busch, who won Stage 2, finished 19th. Eric Jones also won Stage 1, as you see right there. Alex Bowman 25th, William Byron 27th, 28 drivers finished on the lead lap. Rough day for Denny Hamlin, finished 31st. Ryan Newman 35th, and we saw Kurt Busch DNF and finished 37th earlier in the race as well. So those were the round of 12 drivers as well as their finishing order, respectively. What a night here today at Talladega. It was a fun stream. You guys obviously enjoyed it, both in the chat and flat out in the... I can't even talk. Flat out in just the way that everybody virtually liked this video that watched it, it felt like. Thanks everybody for hitting the like button. I greatly appreciate that. Is rewinding manually like that only available in Heat 5, you think? I think NASCAR Heat 4 was the same way as well. But I think it was like... It might have even been like that for Heat 3. But I know on the channel on Heat 4 and Heat 5, we've gone through the replay a couple times like we did there. So I know Heat 4 for a fact definitely had it. But thanks everybody for watching again here tonight. Like, share, and most importantly, subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. We're so close to 700 subs right now. We closed that gap just a little bit more. But again, also on the road to 1,000 subs. As you guys know, trying to get there by the 1 year 80 in mid-February. And I think it's doable if we can get the help that we have been getting over the streams over the last couple of weeks simply by you guys hitting the like button. That is helping the algorithm of the streams and videos I upload, because whatever you like, it just makes it that much easier for these streams and videos to get recommended under other related NASCAR content on YouTube for new viewers. So thanks for everybody watching here tonight. It was a blast. This is one of the classic races on the channel, maybe one of the better races of 2020 as we round out the year. We'll be back at Talladega again tomorrow. Truck Series action for the second race of the round of 8 of the playoffs. There are just 3 races to go in the Truck Series season, so that is going to be a fun one as well. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard start time for that one. And again, thanks for everybody watching. Like, share, most importantly, subscribe. And I'll see you at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. NASCAR Heat 5, Truck Series, Talladega once again. And we'll be back and better than ever. Hopefully we can go for a win. It was a heartbreaking loss, but the way this race went and us actually just surviving with flipping and actually getting to the end of the race, it was wild. Finish of Stage 2 was awesome. Finish to the race, really the last like 11 laps when we went green there was just absolutely insane. We saw 5 wide action at one point in time, 4 wide so many different times. Like 4 big ones, but 2 of them we saw cars go airborne, including me once. Just unbelievable. But again, thanks everybody. I can't explain it enough. I'm pumped after that one, even with a second place run. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 8:30.